Hello, everyone. I am Samantha Brown-Hightower, home care business coach and consultant. I am coming to you today to give you information on home care startup after licensing, okay? The next step after you are licensed. So usually I make my videos based on my clients pretty much because I offer coaching and training along the way as we're creating their policies and procedures. So with this video, I am basing this on people who may have purchased their policies and procedures and did not get any coaching or consulting. And you're just wondering what to do now, how you're trying to figure this out. Your funds are limited or whatever, so you have not signed up for coaching anywhere, and you're just wondering what to do. So I want to give you a few tips on things that will help you. My goal is always to educate my clients. I don't want to just give you a packet and send you out there and, you don't know what to do once you're licensed. So let's get a little bit of education and training in today, okay? So you have your license and you're ready to take on your first client possibly. You're ready to, hey, go out, get that first client, hire that first caregiver, and get things going. But you're a little nervous or you're a little confused on what to do. So you just need a little help. Okay. Well, my first recommendation, and these are recommendations and tips. I recommend that you create mock files and folders. Okay. Create a mock file for your caregivers because a lot of us have never hired anyone. We've been on the opposite side of the table where we've gone through interviews, but we've not been the interviewer. So you want to be comfortable with that. You want to create some questions that you want to ask, and you want to make you a list. Have that list available. So when you're interviewing them by phone, in person, by video, or whatever, you have everything there that you want to cover. Okay? Create that mock file, make a checklist, and you should already have a checklist, but if you don't, make a checklist of everything that needs to go in that caregiver file so that once you hire them, you know that you have everything that is needed. Okay? The second thing, which is very important, becoming familiar with your service agreement, your service plan, and all of the files that documents that go in your client's file. So making this client mock folder or mock file, you want to also get you a mock client, someone at home or loved one or someone you trust to give you just some feedback on what you're doing, how well you're doing, room for improvement and everything. So when you go out to do that initial assessment, you want to be comfortable. You want to know your documents. You want to not pick up, your document and say, okay, we're going to go over I'm here to cover and you're just kind of thrown off on what you're there to do. Okay. You want to know that should be the initial assessment versus the skills assessment unless you're the RN. With the initial assessment, that's where you're getting the information that you need to have your nurse come out to do the skills assessment for your client, okay? So, and also the skills assessments are done on the caregivers as well. So it may be, let's say, your initial assessment, but the hands-on assessment or head-to-toe assessment may be what some people call what the nurse is doing. So I want to word that correctly so I'm not confusing anyone on that. But you want to also have a phone list. You want to have a telephone list where when someone calls you inquiring about services, you have specific questions that you want to ask up front so that once you go out to do that initial assessment, you've already covered a lot of base. You already know if these clients are looking for care or if they're just inquiring, they're just checking with agencies, or, your goal is to get a client, to sign up a client. So you want to cover as much before going out. You don't want to waste your time and go out just to have been asked questions that you could have covered pretty much over the phone, okay? And that's why it's very important. You want to know if the client lives alone, if they're a fall risk, what is their diagnosis. Cover as much of that as you can prior to going out. Okay, so I hope these tips help you. As always, if I can do more for you, I'm open to it. You can sign up for ongoing services. I do offer ongoing services, and those are $100 monthly or $1,000 per year, which gives you a $200 savings. But just, if not with me, with someone, make sure that you're getting some type of coaching, or you're doing some research, you're watching videos, from different coaches and consultants, and trying to get educated. You want to be the best. You have to get some education, some knowledge, whether it's through these videos. And that's why I have no problem putting them out there, because I want you to be the best. I train my clients to be the best. I want you to be knowledgeable. I want you to succeed. I don't want you to start it up and then a few months down the line, you're saying this is not for me. You have to give it a try. You have to educate yourself, get knowledgeable, educate yourself. Make the private home care rules and regulations from your state your home care Bible. Make that your home care Bible. Make that your go-to. If you learn the rules and regulations of your state, there's almost no room for failure. I can promise you that. Okay? Hope this helps, and I'll see you next time.